So, what's next?
Next, we are going to see a very familiar face, I think, aren't we? We're going to be looking at 1,000 Cranes, and they're going to give us a Kamishibai theatre performance.
Of Milky Way.
Milky Way, that's it.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about Kamishibai and about 1,000 Cranes? Because I think you actually might know them.
Yeah. So I am a 1,000 Cranes Theatre Company associate artist. And so yeah, Kamishibai. Kamishibai in Japanese means paper play. Kami, paper, shibai, play. Before the time that people had this, the phones, the TVs in every household. So yeah, just after Second World War. Kamishibai storyteller would go around on her or his bicycles with the Kamishibai box attached on the back and go around the villages and little towns with the stories, and they gather the children and families on the street, really, outside, and offer stories for free. But they also sell sweets. So that's how they kind of got the money.
I see. So the story's free, but you've got to pay for the snacks.
So if you bought the sweets, you get the first row.
Oh, okay,
But still, you know, you can just gather around like a street performance, I suppose. You don't have to pay, but you know.
But if you want the premier seats, then you do, And of course, usually we would do this in Kew Gardens, wouldn't we?
Kew Garden, in a lovely Japanese garden within the Kew Garden ground with the Minka village house, I suppose. But of course, we couldn't do that this year, so we brought that in to Japan Matsuri Presents, and yes, I'm going to present to you the story of the Milky Way. So enjoy.
Take a look.
ようこそいらっしゃいました。Hello and welcome. My name is Haruka Kuroda from 1,000 Cranes Theatre Company, and I'm a Kamishibai storyteller. Do you know what Kamishibai is? Kamishibai in Japanese means paper play. Before there was television, Kamishibai storytellers would ride their bicycles into a village with a Kamishibai box just like this, attached to the back of the bicycle, and offer stories to children and their families. They get stories for free, but they may buy some sweets from the storyteller. There's no sweets from me today, but here is my story. So, are you all sitting comfortably? Then we will begin. Mukashi, long, long ago in old Japan, there lived the king of the night sky. There he is. Can you see him? He made the stars that twinkled and danced, and he would hang them up in the cool night sky. But sometimes they dance so fast that they slip. Whee! Yeah! And shooting through the night sky, landing with a bump. Oh, ouchie! Da, 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 da. Then the king would lift them up very carefully and place them ever so gently in a little stream full of creamy milk that shimmered and shone in the moonlight. A little stream he called the Milky Way. Yum, 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 delicious, oishii. And when the stars had had enough and felt better, the king would hang them up to dry in the cool night sky. The king loved his job, but the king always needed more sky to hang his stars in. And do you know who made it? His little daughter. She was called Orihime, Princess Weaving Star. But because she was born on the 7th day of the 7th month, he simply called her Seven. There's Seven. Can you see her? She sat at her loom and making the night sky all night long, like this. Across it goes, across it goes, across it goes, down, up. Chakarin, 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 karariko. Chakarin, 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 karariko. Chakarin, 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 karariko. Chakarin, 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 karariko. Whilst the king made the stars, his daughter wove all through the night. Then one day, the king noticed his daughter looked sad. Oh, Chichiwe, I'm so bored and lonely. I so want to play. Please, may I, just for one day? The king stroked his beard and thought, why not? She works hard, she's kind and thoughtful. Very well, my dear, you can leave your loom and play. You have all the heavens to explore. But don't stay away for too long. I'll miss you. Oh, of course, I won't be long. Then the king kissed her forehead and a little star shone. That is to remind you to come home. Oh, thank you, Chichiwe, thank you. Watch me run. Ittekimasu. Itterashai. Have fun. And off she went, running and skipping, tumbling and cartwheeling through the stars. Whee! Then she decided to climb to the very top of the night sky, somewhere she'd never been before. Yosha, yosha, oh, yosha, oh, 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 oh. Sugoi! I can see everything from here. Oh, and here is a little stream. This must be the Milky Way, just as her father told her. And on the other side, there was a boy. Hello, what's your name? My name is Orihime. Princess what? Princess Weaving Star, but you can call me Seven. What's your name? My name is Hikoboshi, Star Boy #1, but you can call me Boy. I haven't seen you here before. Come over here, come on. All right. Splish, splash, oh, splash. Oh, I've got wet feet. Hello, Boy. Hello, Seven. I live all the way down there. I weave the night sky. I live all the way up here, and I tend the cows that make the milk for the Milky Way. And that's the milk that my daddy's stars drink to make them dance and dream all day. I like you, Boy. Will you play? I've always time to play. How about Danuma-san ga koronda? Grandmother's footsteps, my favorite. Who'll be Grandma? I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to find out. Ready? Janken-pon. Huh, we both did scissors, so aiko desho. Ah, I'm scissors, you're rock. Rock can break scissors, so you win. Oh, yes, so I'm grandmother, right? Ready? Ready. Remember, you mustn't move when I turn. だるまさんが転んだ。だるまさんが転んだ。だるまさんが転んだ。Ah, got you! Got me! Seven and boy played and played in the soft, bright fields of the Milky Way. Then he got later and later. All this time, the king of the night sky had been waiting. Where is Seven? Why hasn't she come home? Oh, I miss her, and the night sky needs making. Bluebird? Bluebird! Yes, your majesty. Oh, Bluebird, my friend, I need you to find my daughter. She's somewhere in the night sky. Tell her to come home immediately. She's late. Oh, yes, your majesty. And off flew Bluebird. He searched and searched all through the night sky. He flew to the north and south and east and west. And finally, he came to the Milky Way. And he could hear laughter from the other side. Ugh. Princess, princess! The king, your father, wants you to come home. It's time to make the night sky, and he misses you. Seven touched the star on her forehead. It was cold and dim. Her daddy, she'd forgotten him. So the two friends quickly parted. Oh dear, oh. And Seven went back over the Milky Way. Bye-bye, boy, remember me. Bye-bye, Seven, remember me. And when she got home, her daddy was cross. I am the king of the night sky, and you do as I say. And I warn you, you'll never see that boy again. I forbid it. And to make sure, I'll turn the Milky Way into waterfalls so that it becomes a river too deep and dangerous for you to cross. And he did. I'll shout and make lightning like this. Za-za-za-za-za! Za-za-za-za-za! I'll stomp and make thunder like this. Ha! 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 Ya! Ha! Ha! Ya! Ha! Ya! Ha! Ha! Waterfall tumbled and crushed and turned the Milky Way into a deep and dangerous river. Oh, poor Seven. Poor boy. The friends went back to work, but they missed each other very much. Seven sat at her loom and did her weaving. Chakarin, 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 karariko. Chakarin, Chakare, chakare, karariko. She cried and cried and cried. And the king sighed and sighed and sighed. Oh, very well. You may see Starboy, but only once a year. But when, Daddy? On your birthday, the 7th day of the 7th month. Oh, thank you, Daddy, thank you. But how can I get across the Milky Way now that it's a deep and dangerous river? Oh, I didn't think of that. Until Bluebird could bear it no longer. Oh, Princess, my heart is sad. I cannot bear to see any more tears. Let me help. I can carry you on my back and fly over the Milky Way. So, on the 7th day of the 7th month, off she flew on Bluebird's back. Itadakimasu, Daddy! But when they got to the Milky Way, the wind blew hard and water roared. I cannot cross! I cannot cross! You need a bridge to take you there. A bridge that goes above the storm. A bridge that takes you through the air. There was no bridge, and she could see Boy waiting on the other side. What was she going to do? Then Bluebird had another idea. Just wait right there, Princess. Be careful. So Bluebird called his cousins from the north and south. He called his cousins from the east and west. And Clever Bird joined their wings together to form a bridge. A bridge of rainbow feathers. And off she went, above the water and raging storm. Oh, you shall, oh, nearly dead. And on the other side, Boy was waiting with a birthday tea. There was a cake with creamy chocolate icing, star buns and mooncakes, creamy pudding and jelly planets. And then they ran outside and played until the star on her forehead grew dim. It was time for her to go home. Don't be sad, Boy. I'll be back next year on my birthday. I promise. Ready, dear birds? Goodbye, Boy. Then 7 walked carefully back over the Rainbow Bridge, waved one last goodbye, bye-bye, and was gone. So, it's nice to know, on the 7th day of the 7th month, if you look up at the night sky, where the king is busy making the stars, you may see those faithful birds making their rainbow bridge of feathers, and Orihime, Princess Weaving Star, and her best friend Hikoboshi, Starboy, as they play and play in the soft, bright fields of the Milky Way. I hope you enjoy the show. Well, in Japan, at a festival called Tanabata, we tell the Milky Way story, and afterwards, to remember Orihime, Princess Weaving Star, and Hikoboshi, Star Boy, children and their families all write wishes on a piece of colored paper like this, called tanzaku. For example, you might write, I wish I will improve my roller skating. Or, I wish I will like broccoli. And then they hang their wishes on the bamboo branches like this to decorate their homes and schools or out in their gardens, and hope that their wishes fly up in the night sky and be answered. As well as a strip of tanzaku paper, we make other origami decorations, like this one. It's a little lantern, and this is made to wish happiness for everyone you love. And I'll show you how. You'll need a piece of origami paper, some glue, some scissors, and a hole puncher, and a piece of string. First, you will need to fold over a tiny bit of the end, like this. So you see the other side of the origami, which is white in this paper, and turn it upside down and do the same. Once more. Like so. Then you're now going to fold it in half, like this. There it is. And now you'll need the scissors. I'm going to cut a little strip like this. But see, I'm not cutting it all the way up, just to stop just before the fold that you've made earlier. And I'm going to cut it all the way to the end. And, well, this is what I made earlier. And you can see I've cut it all the way through. Now I'm going to open it up. Ta-da! Now I am going to meet one end to the other, like so, and use the glue to stick them together. This, and look, there's my little lantern. I'm going to now use the hole puncher to make a hole so that you can put a piece of string through and decorate your bamboo trees. If you'd like to find out more about origami making, please visit our website, 1000cranes.org.uk. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Sayonara. See you soon. またね。
Welcome back.
Welcome back, and fantastic performance, Haruka. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes, and just for the sake of clarity, anyone who saw the little Callum Forbes pop up underneath Haruka, this is Haruka, this is Callum.
Callum.
Don't trust everything you see on the internet.
So we haven't really mentioned about how you can actually get involved between us here watching at home. So you saw at the end of the Milky Way just now, making origamis is one of them, and you can find out more on the website. Is that right?
That's right. In the Discovery area, you can actually watch that whole video back in full. So, you know, if you watched it and thought, oh, this would be great for my kids, or I know some families that would love to see that, because every time we do it in Q, you know, the kids, they really love it, don't they?
Yeah, it's a very, very busy event every summer. And we've been very lucky with the weather too.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. You must be a sunny girl, isn't it, Haleonna?
No, actually, no, I am Ameonna.
Oh, really? Oh, Jesus. OK, we'll remember that for next year. But yeah, so, you know, you can watch that. There's videos on how to make all kinds of origami from the British Origami Association, Society even. So, you know, there's so much to keep children entertained all day. And of course, we are coming at you live. So we're monitoring your hashtags throughout the day, hashtag Japan Matsuri Presents. Anything that you put up, we're going to have a look through, and we're going to start sharing your origami creations, your awa-odori dancing, and your food.
Yes, indeed. Well, before we move on, actually, just tell me, I know you've had, 2 months of sleepless nights.
Yes, that's true.
How was it like to organise this online special event?
So I tried so hard to move us straight on to cooking, but you weren't going to let me get away with that, were you? So, yeah, opened a bit of a can of worms. But, of course, this was a huge organisational challenge for all of us at the Japan Matsuri Committee. And it was put together with a lot of hard work from a lot of dedicated volunteers to pull this together.
Here and Japan.
Here and in Japan, exactly. Yeah. You know, the awa-odori video was put together by people, you know, the Prefectural Association in Japan put that together, especially for us at Japan Matsuri Presents. And, you know, we reached out to all of the regular contributors to the Japan Matsuri event, but not just that, we expanded out to all of the other Japan-related events.
Hugely so.
Yeah, so, you know, we brought Uramatsuri into the fold, you know, who usually have their own event, and Okinawa Day, which usually happens separately, we got them involved, and, you know, we just thought, well, let's have a platform to kind of celebrate those Japanese events that unfortunately didn't get to happen this year.
So what started as a kind of limitation has given you a lot more
freedom. You know, exactly. Like, in many ways, you know, the Trafalgar Square stage is quite small. And we'll see later, we originally had planned Tomioka High School Dance Club.
One of the highlights of
One of the highlights of the show, exactly. That's coming up 12 o'clock. But we had planned on them coming to Trafalgar Square to do the dance, but there's actually 86 members of this group. And the stage is tiny. So when we first realised they were coming, we suddenly thought, how's this going to work? We've only really ever fit up to 15 at one time dancing.
Yeah, just about squeezing in between.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, the logistical challenges of that, we really thought, oh gosh, we're panicking a little bit. Yes. So we thought, well, now we're going online with it, we're kind of freed up in a way to cover more bases. And, you know, and with some of the regular performers that we're having in, you know, we're not just going to watch them perform, we're actually going to hear a bit about their story and, you know, how they were doing through lockdown and all that sort of stuff. So stuff that you couldn't do on a real stage.
Yeah, great. So please get involved, hashtag us, share it on tweet and Instagram and so on.